The second point on which comment is required has to do with the relation between phonological and phonetic description. In distinguish pitch from relative prominence and treating the two aspects of intonation as independent and also orthogonal. Orthogonal, 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 orthogonal. We are making a phonological abstraction. Phonological, phonological, phonological abstraction. As can be seen from figure 1.1, there is a great deal of phonetic interaction between the two sides of the intonation coin. In short utterance like 5 pounds, the relative prominence is actually cued perceptually, primarily by the pitch contour, see section 2.2. However, the fact that the pitch pattern and the prominence pattern can vary independently shows that we are dealing with two distinct phenomena. I cannot understand this. That is, in a general account of intonation, it is useful to page it, page it, page it, paged, paged. Paged an abstract prominence pattern, distinct from the pitch contour that may serve to realize it phonetically. 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 Okay. Phonetically. To put this distinction in very traditional terms, the sentence stress or nuclear stress on 5 pounds can be referred to independently of the pitch accent or nuclear tone by which it is phonetically manifested. Phonetically manifested. 1.1.3 Intonational phonology. This brings us to the term intonational phonology. Until the late 1970s, there was not really any such notion, and even now it is not obvious to some intonation researchers that intonation has a phonology worth discussing. Since the publication of the first edition of this book, the actual collocation collocation intonational phonology has become more common. But as I pointed out in the preface of the present edition, preface, 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 preface. refers to the present edition. Some people have apparently understood it as designating a school of thought rather than a set of phenomena. It is therefore necessary to demystify demystify uh, demystify demystify this term quite explicitly. At a minimum, a complete phonological description includes a level of description in which the sounds of an utterance are characterized in terms of a relatively small number of categorically distinct entities, phoneme features, or the like, and b a mapping between such a description and the physical description of the utterance in terms of continuously varying parameters, such as an acoustic waveform or tracks of the movement of the articulators. I emphasize that this characterization of phonology is not intended to be controversial, although admittedly it has a laboratory bias that not all readers may share. I also emphasize that it is intended to apply to phonological phenomena of any sort, not just intonation. It obviously deals mostly with issues of post-lexical phonology and phonetic realization, and consequently leaves out all sorts of aspects of morphonemics and lexical phonology that would be needed for a characterization of phonology as a whole. Nevertheless, the part it leaves out are by the definition given in section 1.1.1 irrelevant to intonation. And it will therefore serve as an adequate notion of phonology for our purpose here.